Hi there, my name is Danny Wood, and today I'm going to be doing a session dedicated to real estate agents on the tools that I use for video editing. So a lot of you are already part of the group coaching program. Either you're paying for it yourself as an individual agent, or your brokerage or affiliate brokerage is paying for you. So that's who this course is for. What we're going to be covering today is these tools specifically. I'm going to be sharing with you how I record my computer screen. So I'm going to be going over screencast.com. I'm going to show you the tool that I actually use to record my computer screen. Screencast allows me to hold the videos. Snagit, the tool that we're looking at right now, allows me to actually record my computer screen with the voice, just like you're watching this video right now. You can hear my voice and I'm just clicking through different tabs. Essentially, you're going to be able to do the same thing, only for your buyers and your sellers, providing seller feedback and following up with buyer leads, that sort of thing. There's a free tool on the market called Jing, so I'm going to show you what Jing looks like. You can use that for training your staff or giving feedback when say you're redesigning a website and you have to give criteria. Then Jing is a perfectly awesome free tool that allows you to do that, so we're going to go over that. If you have to edit any video, I'm going to be actually importing some video and showing you how we do the cutting, slicing, and exporting of our videos. And we use this tool. It's called Filmora by Wondershare. And so it's a really cool tool. So we're going to actually do a live demonstration. I'm going to create a video in front of you, and you can watch how I stitch it all together and export it. Then I want to show you also where we get our royalty-free music. So I'm going to download a couple of these songs. I might choose to use them or just use the stock audio that's in the soundtrack itself. But either way, I'm going to go through this and show you where to get your royalty-free music. And if you have to add captions to any of your videos, for example, if you plan on uploading a video to Facebook, you need to have captions. And so I'm going to show you a service that we use for that. It works out to about $1 a minute, and most of your videos are usually a minute to, say, 7 minutes in length is pretty typical for most agents. So worst case scenario, you're probably spending about $7, which is way more affordable than you outsourcing it at other places. And so we're going to go through all of this. I actually typed up a Word document. So I'm going to go through this Word document step by step, and we'll just tackle each chunk, one chunk at a time. So the first one is screencast.com. So when you go to screencast.com, let me go to it. So this is screencast.com. So literally just type in screencast.com. When you get here, what I want you to do is click on the sign up button. When you click the sign up button, it's obviously going to ask you for a username and password. So over on the right, I've already done that, so I'm not going to do that in front of you, but just go ahead and create an account. Now, all I want you to do is create an account. You'll probably never ever have to come back here again. Screencast is where I host my videos that I want private. So most of my videos I want people to find on YouTube and on Facebook and that sort of thing. However, there's a lot of videos I don't want public, like my seller feedback videos, that sort of thing. So I use Screencast, and I look at it like a private YouTube. It's just a really easy place where you can upload videos and get a link that you can easily share with people. So go ahead and create an account. Now they do have a paid version, so if I click the back button and we click on pricing, you're going to see it is $10 a month or $100 a year. The free version, when you create an account, you get 2 gigabytes of data for free. So I would say do that to start with. What I end up doing is I'll log in and I'll delete all my past videos because I don't need these videos. It's normally like a one-off message that I'm sending a person, so I can delete them. But if you do think that you need to keep your videos, then obviously you'll want to pay for one of the two. So go ahead and create a free account. That's the first step. You definitely want Screencast. Once you have Screencast, then what we're going to do is we're going to go on over to Snagit. So Snagit runs between $50 and $60. So there is a cost associated with it. When you click the link, I'm going to give you the link. I'm going to put it in the show notes. So here, I'll go to it right now. So here it is right here. They have a free trial. So go ahead and get the free trial. If you do buy it, let's see what it's going for today. They tend to have different prices. So yeah, now it's $62.99. So it kind of fluctuates with the day. I don't know why, but it's always going up and down. But that's about what I paid for it. I think I paid about $60 for it. And Snagit allows me to record my computer screen just like you're seeing me do right now. So let me go ahead and I'm going to show you an example of me doing seller feedback with my webcam. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up some tabs. Okay, so before I actually hit record, I'm going to explain a couple things. When I'm doing seller feedback, normally, see all these tabs I have open on my browser? I'm pretending that we have a listing in Manhattan. So if I could pronounce it right, then maybe I would. Anyways, so I have the Realtor.com open to the listings in that area. Then I have the local newspaper open. So this is the local news. I have a Facebook example. Here's a video of me with a manatee, and then Vistaprint. So when I'm giving feedback to a seller, I want to show them these are the new listings, these are the ones that are sold. So that would be you're logged into your MLS. And then I want to show them some of the marketing that we're doing. So if we actually advertised in the newspaper, I would show them live examples of the ad in the newspaper. So I would pull up the ad online and show them, look, here's your ad right here. If we did any video views or any video promotion, obviously it wouldn't be a picture of a manatee. It would be a picture of that listing. And I would be showing them, like, look, we got X number of views, so many shares, we had this many impressions. So I actually would show them the advertising that we're doing. Say we did direct mail, I would actually open up the proof that we printed through Vistaprint or whoever you print with, and I would be showing them we did a direct mail campaign, we mailed it out to X number of houses, this is the message that we had. So every week we would show the people what we're doing to actually market that home. So let me do a fake little example for you. So I'm going to go back to the Realtor.com and then go to Snagit. So I've already installed Snagit, so I'm going to assume you have done that part and you can open up Snagit on your computer. If you can, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up Snagit. So this is what the little toolbar looks like. It kind of floats around. You can take pictures of your desktop, or you can take videos. So you want to make sure that it's on video. And then if you want to be on camera, make sure that's on. If you don't want to be on camera, make sure that's off. This is one of the benefits to using Snagit, is that it allows you to record your computer screen and not you if you choose. So not always do you want to be on camera. Not always do you have your hair combed or whatever. So if you don't want to be on camera, you would turn that off. I want to leave it on so I can show you exactly how it works. The other option that you want to take note of is selection type. So you can do window, and that would be the entire window that I'm looking at, or you can say the region. So if I click on region, and then I'm going to hit capture, my mouse is going to turn into a crosshair. See how my mouse is now a crosshair? So I can select what part of my screen do I want to record. I'm actually going to record just this part, and I'm going to go down to about here. But if I wanted, I could record just this part, or I could record just these two, you know what I mean? So you could select what part of the screen is being recorded. I'm actually going to record this whole thing right here. So now it's initializing. It's going to turn on my webcam. So here I am right here. So that's perfect. I do want the webcam on. So then I'm going to hit this little record button, and it's going to count down to 3. 3, 2, 1. Hey Marianne, it's Danny Wood here over at ABC Realty. I realize there hasn't been any showings this week. However, we have had a lot of people looking at it online. So I want to give you a little bit of a feedback and seller update for this week. So let me turn off my webcam and show you. Here I am in the back end of Realtor.com, and I just want to show you a couple of the listings. These ones are new. These ones are sold. So I'm pretending, obviously I'm not logged into the MLS, but if I was logged into the MLS, I would have all the new listings that match her criteria and all the solds that match so that I could show her the differences in the two. So I'm going back and forth, and I'm just looking at the photos, and I'm talking about the property with her, blah, blah, blah. Then I'm going to click on the next tab, and I'm going to show her some of the marketing we've done. And we'll be like, hey, you know, I said there hadn't been any showings this week, but we actually showed it to X number of people. We had it in the newspaper. It has this much reach. We also did a video this week. We got X number of views. So I'm going through all of the tools that I did with her, and I'm just like one at a time, clicking on each tab, going through. If we did direct mail, I would have a sample of the direct mail and talk about the area and why and what the message was, that sort of thing. Now, it's 1 minute and 15 seconds, so I'm going to hit the stop button. it's going to take a little bit of time to render. Now here's the video right here. So I can hit play and it will play that video, and I can also edit it. So say I'm like, oh, I kind of goofed up at the beginning there. I want it to go from here, and I kind of goofed up at the end as well. So I can do easy edits where it's going to crop out the beginning and end. So a lot of times, oh, let me hit the crop button. So there, I just cropped that information. So you can select the different types of where you want it, and you would hit the cut button so you can cut out the beginning, you can cut out the end. I'm going to leave it all just for now for the simplicity of this video. Now, normally, if I make a mistake when I'm recording my screen, I mean, nobody's watching, I'll just cancel that video and make a whole new video, and it's usually a lot easier for most people to do it that way. But I just want to show you that you can do a little bit of cropping and editing. Now, what's really cool is this option right here up at the top right. It says share. So when I click on that share button, see all these options? I can actually save it on my computer. Most of you won't need to do that. What you could possibly do is upload it directly to YouTube, but because this is seller feedback, I'm actually going to choose screencast. So I already have my screencast account created. So when you created your account earlier, you'll want to make sure that when you download Snagit, that you use the same username and password that you use for screencast, and then you can link the two together. So I'm going to click on that button. And I'm hoping that there it is. Okay. At the bottom right, here I can click the Get Link button, which it's already copied on my clipboard. So if I open up a new tab and then click Paste, see how it opened up screencast.com. It's nice and clean. There's no other ads or branding or anything around it. And then here's the video right here. So it's web-based, so a person can instantly watch this video without having to download it. So if I made that video and I wanted to send it to my sellers, back in the day, you would actually make the video and attach it in the email, and it's like too large of a file. They don't want to open it. They don't know how to open it. It's just a big mess. But now with this, with Screencast and Snagit, it will create a unique URL for each of your videos that you can easily share these videos through Facebook Messenger. You could even text it to people. You can email it to people. You could put it on your website as a link. So there's a lot of things that you can do with this. So that's one example, seller feedback. You can also do screenshots. So let me go back to Snagit. First of all, let me pretend to go to okay, so I'm going to open up Snagit, and this time I'm going to take a picture. And I'm making a tutorial showing my staff how to get to the Facebook advertising part. So I'm going to just take a picture of Facebook. Here's a picture here in this little editor that we have, and it allows me to draw arrows, for example, so I can point to the drop-down arrow, and then I can also point to the create ads. So it allows me to take screenshots, and now that this is done, I can save this picture. So I could either copy it and email it to a person, or I could share it. And by sharing it, you can either save it as a JPEG directly on your computer, or there's different ways of sharing. But most of you, the logical sense is to just save the file or copy and paste. So we use this tool all the time when we're creating tutorials for our staff and our training. We used to do videos, but then as soon as one thing changed in that video, it made the whole video useless. So now we do Word documents, literally step by step. When we have somebody doing something for the first time, we'll have them document it so that we have a Word document showing other people how to do the same steps and procedures. So that is an awesome tool that you can do that. You could also do it for, say you have a brand new listing. Let me head over to Google and just pull up a rental property that we got. So I'm going to go to Google. Let's pretend that this is a commercial property, for example. Maybe what you want to do is go to Google And we want to change it to satellite view, so I'm going to click on satellite. And now we can take a picture of this. So say we want to put this in our marketing material, like we have a listing, a feature sheet, for example, and you want to put a map of the area and you want to point out like where this school is and where all the shopping is. So if that's the case, then I can open up Snagit. I want it to be on image, and I'm going to capture. Only I don't want to capture my whole screen, so I don't want this whole left bar over here. I just want maybe this part here. So as soon as I let go of that, it automatically clips just that part of the screen and opens it up into this editor. You'll see there's all these tools, so you could add callouts, you can add text, you could add shapes, you can do a selection. So I could actually like draw a little grid of the property line, for example, or you could type out some notes if you wanted to about what's in the area. You could draw an arrow to different things. So you can mark up this image. It's pretty intuitive once you've done it a couple times. And once you have, then you would obviously just hit the copy button, and that will save it to your clipboard. Or you will want to hit the share button. And then you can save it as a file on your desktop. So that's pretty much it with Snagit. Like, there's different reasons of why you would want to use it. We use it for the seller feedback. We use it for buyer follow-up. So when we're following up with our buyers, I'll make a video showing them all the new listings that match their criteria. And then I'll just make a little video explaining to them, like, hey, man, I know you said you wanted a finished basement. However, look how many partially finished basements there are. So I'm just showing them the difference. I use Snagit a lot for doing revisions on websites, landing pages, marketing material, because I outsource a lot all over the world. And I could type it all up in an email, and at that rate, I might as well have just done it to begin with. So now I just use video, and I record my computer screen and get things done a lot quicker. So I'm going to close Snagit, and I'm going to show you Jing is the next one on the list. Jing does the exact same thing. It records your computer screen and it takes screenshots. The difference between Jing and Snagit is Jing is free. Snagit is a free trial, but after the trial you have to pay. The other main difference is that Snagit allows you to record the video in a file that you could upload directly to YouTube or Facebook. Jing does not. Jing is its own proprietary video format, so that when you make the video, you can't actually share it anywhere except through screencast. So I strictly only use Jing for when I'm doing private messages that I'm hosting on screencast. So let me do a little example of Jing. So I'm going to open up Jing. Oh, first of all, I should show you what Jing looks like. Whoops. So here's the Jing website, and you want to click on the download button. Now make sure when you search for Jing, just to click the link that I'm giving you. Because if you go to Google and type in Jing, you're going to find a whole bunch of third-party companies offering this free download, but at what cost? Why are they doing that? They're getting something out of it. It could be your personal information or installing something additional on your computer. You don't want that. So if you want the free, clean version, you want to go to techsmith.com and find the Jing tool, and I'll give you the link. So here it is here, and you'll click the download button, and then you'll install it. Once you have it installed, I'm going to open it up on my computer. So once you have it installed, it puts this little sun at the top of your screen. It could be over on the right as well, but for me it's at the top. And it's a really simple version of Snagit. So remember that crosshair thing? I can just click on that. It turns my mouse into a crosshair, and I could either do a video or a picture. So it's the same process for both. So I'm going to do a picture. And I'm just going to take a picture of this part here. So once I have the area selected, I could choose, do I want to take the picture or do I want to take a video? Video is straightforward. It counts down from 3 to 0, and then it's recording you and what you're looking at with your voice. I'm going to do a picture. So there, it took a picture of just the screen with not all of the other stuff. And say I'm doing like a feedback thing for somebody I'm working with, I'll just literally grab this, draw a box, and say, hey, can you change this? So case-by-case basis, maybe you're going to write up something, maybe you'll do a video and just tell them verbally, hey, I want you to change this. I was thinking purple would be a better color with a candle in the background or whatever. So Jing, I just wanted to show you, it's a very simple version of Snagit that allows you to record your computer screen for doing both images and video. And most of the time when we're doing the video, it's usually for like seller feedback, staff messages, that sort of thing. So the general public will never see a Jing video from me. Now, when I have this picture, here it is all done up, I could just click the copy button and I can copy and paste that picture right into my email and send it off to people. Or I can click the share via screencast. Remember that first program I told you to get an account for? Screencast. This is where we save all of our private pictures and videos, and it integrates directly with Jing and with Snagit. So if you did create a screencast account, then you would obviously click that. So I'm going to click that just to show you the example, because obviously saving it saves it on your computer, and copying it puts it on the clipboard so you can copy and paste. Makes sense? I want to hit the screencast button. It's going to automatically upload and then tell me that it's copied onto my clipboard. So there it says your capture has been, it's ready to share. So I'm going to open up a new tab, and then I'm going to paste the link that automatically copied onto my clipboard, and here's the picture here. So I could easily share pictures with people and videos the same way with that tool. And they actually have history, so if you click on that, it will show you a history of all of the past things that you snipped and clipped and copied and all that. So if you have to go back in time and grab a picture, reuse it, or for whatever reason, you have a clipboard right there. So it's a really, really simple tool to use. We actually use it a lot. I use it daily because I'm always working with people. So now I am going to show you the Filmora video editor tool, which is this one. So there is a ton of video editing software out there. They are very complicated. This one's even complicated, but it's the least complicated that has the most features. It's also relatively inexpensive. I would say it's about $80. Let's see. $60 lifetime. Nice. Okay, cool. So it's cheaper than I thought. So yeah, it's you can get a free trial. You can do it for $0. They have a lifetime membership for $59, which is way cheaper than most of the video editing software out there. A lot of the programs on the market, a lot of the YouTube channels actually, they use Filmora because it's easy, quick and dirty. They can get it up and out the door. However, a lot of people also use Adobe Premiere, but you have to go to school to learn how to use that. So I don't think any of you guys want to put the time and effort into that. So today we are going to use this product, which is Video Editing Simplified, Filmora by Wondershare. So Wondershare is the company. Filmora is one of their products, and it's their video editing tool. Let me open it up and show you. So here it is loading here. A couple of the things that I really like about this is you can choose what dimensions you want. So they've already got Instagram, standard. Most of the time, I would say if you don't know, leave it at widescreen. That's just HD widescreen, perfect for Facebook, perfect for YouTube. You'll know the time and place for Instagram. That's just a square image. And standard is the older style. Don't use that. Use widescreen. Now they have different modes. This is the mode that I'm going to be sharing with you, the full featured mode. They also have the easy mode. It's easy because it does the editing for you, but it's like, does it really know what you want done? No, it's just going to spit something out. So it could be a fun way for you to make, say you have 3 pictures of the inside of the house and 2 videos of the outside. you could use the easy mode and it would automatically stitch all of that together for you. You don't have any creative control. It's just you wait and see what happens at the end. Sometimes it does good stuff, sometimes not. The instant cutter, if any of you have GoPros, action cameras, or quadcopters and drones, you know the pain that I experience, because I'll go out and I get a ton of really good footage. I'll have a folder full of clips, and it is painstaking to have to go through each clip and to find the, say it's a 1-minute clip where only 15 seconds of it is good. You have to go in, clip that, copy it, edit it, and then export it. It's a huge pain in the butt. With this instant cutter, it allows you to open up your files and instantly select all of the parts that you like, and then you hit one button and it will export them all into a folder so that you've got the smaller, cleaner clips to work with. Like, I searched forever to find a product that would do that. The instant cutter does that for me. We are going to not use that though. We're going to use the full featured mode. So I'm going to open up the full feature mode. Okay, so this is the timeline down at the bottom, and instead of explaining what each little part does, I'm just going to make a video from beginning to end, and I'll explain as I go. So I'm going to make a hypothetical video, and I'm going to use a script that I typed up for you. So here's the script right here. So I'm going to make a buyer follow-up drip. So when we get a ton of buyer leads, and not all of those buyer leads do we get on the phone. So what I want to happen is when a person enters my funnel, that a week after they get an email from me, and the email is going to be a video, and the video is going to be what I make for you right now today. And this is going to be an example of the script. Now, take this script that I want to give you, edit it, work it to be your own. Like, even when I read this script right now, it's not going to be word for word exact. Like, I'm not a robot. I'm trying to look into the camera and remember this. It's actually hard to do. So it's probably going to take you a couple takes. It might even take me a couple takes. So yeah, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this video right here saying that script. So let me do it this way. I want to do camera. Okay, so normally when you do a video, you'll be at your office, right? So you would have your branding in behind you. Maybe you're at the front desk and nobody's in yet, and you've got the branding on the wall. That looks really good. Notice how I'm not directly in the center of the video. I'm over a bit. The reason why I'm over a bit is because look at all this extra room I have. If I ever wanted to add pictures, or if I ever wanted to add text or a logo into the video, I have the place. But if I'm directly in the middle of the video, yes, I do have room right here, but now I have way more room. So I can actually put big, bold lettering and big, like maybe a picture of the house or whatever. I don't know what you want to put there, but whenever you're making your video, unless it's up close and you're right in the camera and you're the only thing in focus, I like to take a step back, and I have a little bit of room, breathing room over on the left or right, and I can use that for future ideas if I want to add text or image. Okay, so I'm going to make a little buyer follow-up video. Okay. Hey there, it's Danny Wood at ABC Realty. I want to say thank you so much because you took the time to fill in a form looking at real estate for sale here in Durham region. And I just wanted to bring it to your attention that when you're done looking at all the homes for sale today, you're going to notice all the new listings that hit the market tomorrow. They're going to get mixed in with the ones you've already been looking at. Beep! I didn't like that one. So I want to redo that. Hey there, it's Danny Wood at ABC Realty, and I want to say thank you so much because you took the time to fill in a form looking at real estate for sale here in Durham region. And I just wanted to bring it to your attention that when you're done looking online today, you're going to notice all the new listings that hit the market tomorrow. They're just going to get mixed in with the ones you've already been looking at. So wouldn't it be a benefit if I emailed you all the listings that match your criteria going forward? as a buyer agent, you should know that you don't pay my fees. So this is a free way for you to do your information gathering. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up to email you all the listings that hit the market because I don't know what your criteria is until you reply back to me. So once you reply back, you let me know how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, the price, the area, that sort of thing. Then I'll be able to narrow it down. Also, if you want to book any showings or have any questions, I'm just a call or a text away. I'm going to put my information down below. Thanks. Okay, I liked that video. Good. Okay, so let me close this. Go to Filmora. Now I have to import that video that I just made. So I'm going to click the import button, import media files, and I have to find it. So it will be pictures, camera roll, and I just intuitively know that it's this one because that was my mistake. So I'm going to put that one in. Okay, now that it is up here in my little clip bin, I can click and hold, drag, and I can drop it onto this little timeline. You can see the yellow. Now when I let go, it's going to be down there. Up in the top right is a preview, so it's a low quality preview, just to kind of give you an idea of where I should be cutting and splicing and things like that. I also want to add, okay, hold on one second. From the beginning, okay. So what I want to do is I want to click play just to make sure this is the right video. Hey there, it's Danny Wood at ABC Real. Okay, now you may not have heard that because it's in my earbud, so I can hear it. So what I want to do is I'm going to click this little plus button, and you're going to see I'm zooming in. So click the plus, zoom, 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 zoom. I could also grab this slider and zoom. Because what I'm looking for is at the beginning of the video, I had to hit the keyboard to hit play. So see how my arm is touching the keyboard? I want to grab this little slider and move it forward until I'm like making eye contact. All right, right there looks good. And then I want to click this split button, looks like scissors. And now I can select the beginning and hit the delete button on my keyboard, and it's gone. So at the end, that would also happen, right? So when I had to click the stop button, so you can see I'm reaching for it. So I want it to be right when I'm like waving. Ooh, peace symbol. There we go. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to end off on the peace, and then I'm going to split the end, and then I'm going to copy that and delete. Okay, so I want to add my name and information to this little thing that we made here. So you'll see there's options down here. I want to click on text and credit, and you'll see over on the left we can have an opening. So if I wanted to have an opening, I might as well just because you're here. Let me click that and hold and drag it to the beginning. So it automatically put it to the beginning. And if I double click on this little text part right here, it'll let me edit the text. So I'm going to say Durham region. Durham region homes for sale, and click OK. So now watch, when I hit the play button, we've got a little bit of an opener. Whoops. Durham region. See how we've now got an animated opener? Like, you don't have to do everything from scratch. It's already got that for you. So we can just do simple animations like that. Hey there. And then it's going to open up to me saying, hi there, blah, blah, blah. Now I want to add my information down at the bottom here. So I want to do lower thirds. And then I will do something nice and clean and simple. So probably right about here, and I can say where do I want it to come up. So probably in the video when I'm saying, hey there, it's Danny Wood at ABC Realty. So I want it to happen right here. Double click that. I want to change it to say Danny Wood. And hit OK. Perfect. So now I'm going to scroll to the beginning and hit play. It's going to do the little opening credit. Then it's going to go to the clip of me waving, saying, hey there, it's Danny Wood, and then my name's going to appear down at the bottom, and then it's going to disappear.
Because you took the time to fill in a form looking at real estate.
See? So slowly, one thing at a time, we're just adding layers to this that we're creating. Maybe at the beginning I wanted to have a transition between the white and my video. So if that's the case, I would click on transitions. And I could pick any one that works. Hold on a second. Linear wipe. I made a note. I liked linear wipe for some reason, so let me scroll down. Oh, here we go. So, oh, by the way, if you want to get a preview, you just double click on them, and it does a little preview of what it looks like. So that's the linear wipe one. Apparently I like it. Oh, page scroll. I never saw that one before. Right on. So we could do a page scroll. Let's do that just for fun. So you can pick any of the ones that you like. You click and hold, drag, and then drop it in between the two. So now, when I hit the play button, we should see this page scroll.
Hey there, it's Danny Wood at
It did, but it looked kind of stupid with the text, so I'm going to actually delete that altogether. I didn't like that. That's a good example of showing you how you can delete stuff that you don't like. Okay, so now I want to add a clip at the end of this video. So there's a couple ways of doing it. You could grab this little thing and slide all the way to the right. Or if it's a really long video, then you can take this and bring it down and minimize it. Either way. So I want to add a second video. Now the second video I want is a second call to action. So that first call to action talked about getting homes for sale that match their criteria. I'm a buyer agent, to pay my fees. I also said something about booking a showing. So that's a really good buyer message. However, some of these buyers that we get are also sellers as well. So I typed up a seller script for you. So let me just read this to you. It says, hey, I wanted to mention many home buyers are actually home sellers. I'll highlight it. So I'm reading this right now. Hey, I wanted to mention many home buyers are actually home sellers too, and they need to sell a home in order to move on. So if you or anyone you know is curious to what your home value is, please let me know. They can find out here by filling in our seller page, and I'll follow up. But you already have my email, and I'll reply to that as well. I'm not super sold on that script, but all right, okay, now I'm going to add a second video. I'm going to use the Snagit tool to record a video. Okay, so in this example, I'm going to do a seller message. So I'm going to our website. This is a fake website just so I can do a demonstration for you. So what you would do is go to your website. You must have a home seller form, a home seller page, something like that. So what I want to do is I'm going to record a little video of me talking about this. And I'm going to use the Snagit tool. And I want to capture the video. I want my webcam on. And capture. So here's my camera here. You can choose the different camera too. Let me choose. So if you have say it picks the wrong camera, you can actually choose what camera you want it. So I want it to be on the higher one. The reason why I want it on this one is because now we're more eye level, whereas the other one, they were down on the computer looking up at me, and you don't want people looking up at you. Like you do, ego, but you don't. You don't want to be looking down on your clients, so you want to be on the same eye level. Okay, so I'm going to hit record. Oh wait, what's the script? Seller script. Okay. Hey there, I forgot to tell you, a lot of our home buyers are actually home sellers too. So if you or anybody you know is also thinking of selling a home, I want to show you something. Just head on over to our website. When you go to our website, we have a seller page right here. Anybody you know, if they scroll down here and click on the button, what's my home worth, we will put together a report showing them what their home could sell for in today's market. Now, you've already got my email, so don't be shy. You can just reply back directly to this. Let me know what area you're thinking, and we'll get those reports to you as well. Okay, I'll talk to you in a bit. Thanks. All right, so I made that video. Here's the video here, and I want to share it. And I want to actually save that video as a file. I'm just going to just put this, I'll put it in my picture folder. And hit, so you'll obviously rename it to whatever you named it. So I'm going to hit save. All right, so now that is in there. So now if I go back to my, I can close this. Close. Okay, so if I go back here and I go to my media folder, click on import, import files. I think it's this one. I'm going to open that. Okay, so I'm going to drag and drop this down here. I'm hoping this is it. Nope. See this? Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, so I can see my screen. So I can delete this one. Deleted. At the beginning of this, I'm touching the mouse again, remember? So let me zoom in a bit. Okay, right there, when I start to look at the camera, I'm going to cut that and delete. And then I want to go to the end and do the same thing at the end. Oh no, that's cool. So it just, I forgot it was recording the screen. Cool. Okay. So now I definitely do want to put some sort of transition. I have a cool one that I'm going to give you guys. I use this a lot. It's a white static. Let me go here. Desktop. Static. So I'm going to give you guys this file. Any of our coaching members are going to get this file. So let me just move this, put it in between these two. So now, here's the end of that buyer message. So I'm going to hit play. You won't hear it, but let me hit play.
Down below. Thanks.
Hey there. And then you saw how it had static. That static is pretty good transition into like a, oh, by the way, or ooh, call to action number 2. So I like adding the static. I just realized that'll look pretty stupid with me giving the wave at the end, and then another wave at the beginning. So let me, what am I doing? I'll do a transition, and I'll do the linear wipe. between these two.
Hey there, I forgot to tell you, a lot of our home buyers
that's fine.
are actually...
That'll work. Cool. Okay, so we added transition. Say you want to add a soundtrack. So sometimes you want to add pictures, for example. If I wanted to add a picture, not that I want to, but I should show you since we're here. I'm going to go to the media file. I'll import just any old picture that I have on my computer. I'll do this one. This is one of our upcoming webinars that we're doing. So if I drag and drop this picture right here, I have to move. See how it takes up the whole screen? What I want to do is shrink it down a bit. Shrink it down. See how being over, I actually should be over further to the, in this video it would be my right. Anyways, I should be over in this section here further, because if I was over further, it would allow me to move that to about that size, which is easier for people to read on video. But anyways, this is how you would add a picture. So if you wanted a picture to appear as you're talking about it, you could. And you could change the length to disappear when you want it to as well. So you can increase the length and duration of it. You want to delete that. If you do want to add a soundtrack, they have music. So they've already got a whole bunch of soundtracks already done for you that are you can just download and use. See how mine have these arrows? It means I haven't downloaded them yet. So you might have to go through and download a bunch of them just to hear what they sound like, and then if you like it. So let's just pretend we like this drift one. I can click on it, drag it down, but I actually want it to be at the beginning of my video. And then at the end of my video, I want to cut it. So I'm going to move this to the end of the video. And then I'm going to click on the audio and click on the cutter and delete. And this will end the audio at the end. I did it pretty sloppy, actually. If I zoom in, you can see how it's not perfect. So that's one of the benefits of having this tool, the zoom in tool. Let me undo that clip. I would actually want to move this to the end and then hit cut. Delete. Perfect. So yeah, that's nice and clean. Okay, so let me zoom out so we can see our text. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. Okay, what's next? Oh, a sharing is caring ending. Okay, so I have a sharing is caring ending. Let me go to my media file. Let me go import. I'm going to give you guys this file as well. And then I'm going to drag it onto my file at the very end. So watch. At the end of this video, it is going to then say sharing is caring. Sharing is caring, pass it on. So this is just, if you're going to have an ending in your videos, like you should have some sort of message that encourages people to share the content. So I'm going to give you guys that as something that you could just drag and drop so you don't have to make your own stuff. However, if you did want to make your own stuff, you could do it just with the text, and you could play with any of these. You could do subtitles. So this program allows you to do subtitles, end credits, like you can just drag and drop the ones that you like. Personally, I like the openers, so I like this opener, and I like this opener, and I like this opener. So if I wanted, I could drag and drop, and I could put that at the end. Now it looks like a white screen. I have to move this little bar forward a bit. Double click on the text down here, and then we can edit it. So you edit one line at a time. So I'm just going to Danny Wood rocks. So you'd obviously change that to be your brokerage information or whatever you want at the end. So you could make your own sharing is caring type of end screens, or you could just use the one that we already did for you. Okay, so let me delete that because I've already got one. Say you want to download royalty-free music. Let me show you where we get it. Okay, I'm going to give you this link. It's the freemusicarchive.org/music/charts/all. This shows you all of the royalty-free music that is totally free for you to download. So say you hit play on this and you like the sounds of it. You're like, oh, I like that. Then click on this little download button. So I'll download it. And I want to save this file. So now it's downloading, and it's in my download folder. So you could see it instantly allowed me to download the full audio clip without having to pay. I didn't have to give them my credit card. I didn't have to give them my name and information. I don't even have an account. You don't need an account with these guys. But what you do have to do is you have to give this artist credit. So if I click on the song is Night Owl, for example. So say this is one of the songs that I use. Then in your Facebook description or your YouTube description, I would say song credits and then Night Owl by Broke for Free. So you have to have the name of the song and you have to have the artist name. In this case, the artist name is Broke for Free. That's his actual name. And so yeah, if I was to put this in my credits, I would do something like this. Song. So as long as in your description, in your Facebook video or your YouTube video, you've got the credits for the artist, you're good to go. You can use this in your marketing. Now, not all of it. You want to make sure that it has this, the Creative Commons. So as long as it has the Creative Commons over on the right, so when you're looking on this website and you like any of the songs and you want to download them, just go to the actual song page like I just did, and just make sure that it has this, Creative Commons. And this is what you would put, Night Owl by Broke for Free. So there you go, free music. So say I actually want to use that song in my video. Let me go here and show you how. So under music, oh, right. I'm sorry. No, I have to go to media. Jeez. Okay, media, import files. Then I have to go to my downloads. Night Owl Broke for Free. Open it. Here's the song here. I can just click on it, drag it, and drop it, and I want to put it down below. And obviously, I will want to clip it as well, right? So at the end, zoom in, bring that to the end, and clip it. All right, so that is a video from beginning to end. We had a buyer message. We followed up with a seller message. We added some transitions. We added some text. We added a picture. We added credits, and we downloaded free music. Now, you can mix and match. I mean, you're going to have to reinvent the wheel on every video you do, but it's pretty much the same formula over and over and over. So let's say I'm happy with that. Let me hit the export button. You're going to want to export that, so you're going to name it as whatever it is. So I would call it buyer video, and I want to save it to my desktop, which is fine. I'm going to leave the settings as is. You want to make sure it says 1280 by 720, and then hit the export button. I'm not going to hit export because I actually don't want that video, and I'm afraid it's going to crash my computer making this video for you guys. So you would hit export and save it. I am not going to do that. Here's something cool, by the way. Let me just... Now I'm making things up because I don't even really use this, but the split screen is pretty neat. It has different layers, so let me do this one. See how it has 3 different sections? You could add 3 different videos to each one of those sections. So if people have a short attention span and or you want to make a really short video, you could have 3 images playing on the screen instead of just 1. So now, how do you actually edit that? I shouldn't have pulled this up because I don't know. Oh, there you go. Okay, good. So all of your elements are over here. So say you wanted the video. You would drag and drop, and there's the video there. And I want to move it around so that I'm actually in the footage. So maybe you have a video of, that'd be cool, a video of you talking about the property. Hey, it's Danny Wood over at 123 Street listed for sale. And then on this video, the big one, could be the interior pictures of the house scrolling by. And then the third video could be all of the neighborhood elements of the school and the shopping and the proximity to the highway or whatever. So that'd be a cool little video. Yeah, so you would obviously just drag and drop the different elements, and you can go as complicated and technical as you want. I'm not going to go there. I just want to show you surface level stuff to make most of you comfortable with video editing. And this is by far one of the cheapest tools that you can use for that. So I hope that you fail your way forward with it and you make some pretty stunning videos. Okay, we did that. Rev. Oh, correct. Okay, we wanted to. So say, okay, let me go to Rev. This is where we do our captions. So remember, in this video editing tool, if I go here and then I'll go back here. Under text, there was the option for subtitles. So you could add your own subtitles. Now the problem with this is that the subtitle is in the video itself. Most of you don't want that. You actually want the subtitles to be uploaded as a text file because then it's better for search engine optimization. So that's really nerdy, but anyways, if you do want to get more results for not much effort, then I do suggest when you're done and happy with the video, if and only if you plan on putting the video on Facebook or on YouTube, then what you're going to do is head on over to rev.com. You're going to sign in. And then you're going to place a new order. Not now. You're going to place a new order on the top right. We want a transcription. Captions, subtitles. We want captions. So I'm going to click on captions. Then I want to upload the file. So you would click on the video that you have will be on your computer somewhere. So you're going to choose file and then upload it. Now, after you've done that, they're probably going to ask you for your credit card information. And you're going to obviously give that to them because they're going to want to charge you for the service that you're using. After they take all that, they're going to email you probably within 24 hours and say, hey, your transcription is done. So if I go to the back button, you'll see you have an order page, and here's my orders right here. So if I click on this, I actually did 3 separate videos, and I can download, preview, and edit the captions. So let me just do download. There's different file types that you can use. If you're going on Facebook, you're going to want to check that one off and click the download button. If you are doing it on YouTube, you're going to want this one. subrip and download that. Now, when you're uploading your videos on Facebook, it asks you for a description, it asks you for a thumbnail, and it also asks you for the text file, the captions, and that's what this one is right here. So you're going to save that file. It's an SRT file, and Facebook just says, give us the SRT file, and then you'll upload it. Really easy. It's fill in the blanks. When you're uploading on YouTube, same thing. It's going to say, what's the name of the video? What's the description of the video? Do you have a thumbnail image of this video? And then one of the options, if you dig deep enough, is captions. And if you were to do captions on on YouTube, you will check off this one here and download it. So yeah, there you go. You definitely want to add captions. When a person, more for Facebook than Google, but Google likes it because think of all that text. We have this typed out. The whole that whole video is typed up. So I could take that video and then turn that into a written blog, for example. Or because you actually added that text to your video, Google can actually search and index your video based on the keywords of what you said in the video, and they can do that already automatically, but if you add this file, it certainly helps out. So more for Facebook, because nobody watches and listens to videos on Facebook with the sound on, hardly. So if that's the case, then you want subtitles automatically added. I will show you an example of one of my videos. All right, so when I scroll down, you're going to see one of my videos I just posted. It's got captions, and it'll automatically be playing with the captions. However, when I go to hit the play button and actually play it, the captions disappear, which I like. I like the idea of there being captions when there's no sound. So watch, I'm scrolling down. Okay, see the captions at the bottom of this video? It says, hey there, we have an upcoming webinar, blah, blah, blah. Those captions, this one right here, is there because the sound is off. As soon as I turn the sound on,
it's basically going to be lock yourself in the room.
They disappear. And when I turn them off, they come back on. So I like how it's interactive. Here's a video of me, by the way. See how I'm over to the left side of the video? And over on the right, in Filmora, I added, what was that, a credit? And I had just scrolling bullet points of all the things I was going to cover during that webinar. So, cool. Yeah, that was kind of a crash course on how I do video editing, and I went over all the main nuts and bolts. You'll obviously find your own way to reflect and position your own branding, but if you have to edit your own videos, that's how you do it. I'll end off with one more thing as a little bonus. Upwork.com or Fiverr, Fiverr.com and Upwork. I like them both just the same. If you want to find somebody, so here, I posted, I need somebody who knows Filmora, and 4 people messaged me. I actually had more than that. I don't know. Anyways, I probably had like 20 people with interest who wanted to help out and get involved with that project. So you can actually just outsource this whole thing to people by going to Upwork.com and then posting a new job. And you, like here, I'll hit new job. Create a new job post. And then I would write video editing. Video production, whatever. Name it. So I'm not. I already did a whole session on outsourcing. I shouldn't have got into this part. I just want to show you how to get out of your own way. If you don't want to be the one editing videos and you're looking for talent, what I do is I go to Upwork. I'll post a job and I'll hire 3 or 4 people all to do the same job, and then whoever does the best work gets all my work going forward. So it's like Yeah, I pay $20 a pop or whatever the going rate is for each of the videos. Say I hire 4 people, 2, 4, 6, that's $80. Then I paid $80. I got one video that I liked. The other 3 were no good. But now going forward, I can just keep giving that person who did the good video all my future work. And it saves me a lot of time of having to edit my own videos. I still do my own video editing, and a lot of you will as well. But if you want to outsource it, Upwork or Fiverr. If you don't know what Fiverr is, I'll go to that. Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com. Same thing, video and animation. You can just click right in there, and you can hire people that will do video work for you. Cool. Okay, so thank you so much for listening to me ramble for so long. I'm going to end the video here. We have an ongoing group coaching program for real estate agents. Most of them aren't a crash course like the one I just did. They're normally more structured, but anyways, it's $20 a month if anybody's not a member. If your office is paying for it or you have an office manager who created a free account for you, welcome to the club. I'm happy to have all of you, and I'll keep everybody posted on the next date, time, and topic. The next date, time, and topic actually is going to be on technology innovators in the real estate industry, and I'm going to be doing kind of like a Shark Tank where these companies are pitching their product to us and giving us demos where they're showing us what they're all about, and then we can pick and choose which ones we want to work with. So that's what the next session is, and that's going to be a 1 or 2-part series. So thank you for being with us, and I'll be ending this video very poorly. Hey, if you want to close more real estate transactions, get more buyer leads, and get more seller leads, click this button right here. It'll take you to our real estate group coaching page. Also, if you like this video and want more, you can subscribe by pressing this, or you can check out some of my past videos here. Enjoy!